to the game.
Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He'll return it from inside the 5. Loses the football. The scramble is on. That's going to be recovered by the return team, narrowly avoiding a disastrous start to this game. So the Florida Gators offense comes onto the field for the first time today. Down to the final 8 now. Quarterfinal matchups at neutral locations, Kirk, and that means one team, which won a conference championship, is rested. The other team is coming off an emotional win just a week ago.
And, Chris, the prevailing thought would be, boy, the team that gets a chance to rest would be in a better position. But as we saw in 2024, the teams that got that rest, they lost their rhythm. And I think the teams that had a chance to play, they continue to stay in their routine, and it really benefited them. Let's see how it plays out today.
He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
Second down and 10 after the incompletion from the 23. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Catch made on the out route. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Back to throw again. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. They'll try to run for the first down. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Florida, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game for no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. The Nittany Lions offense comes out for their first possession today. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game, guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. And looking to throw now on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Hill. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Play fake, looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Hill. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
And they've got him.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. And off the bounce, that punt will roll out of bounds. The Gators offense retakes the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? And here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. That catch makes it a more manageable third down. The quarterback making some changes at the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Breaking free at the 35. Gets out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
He'll hand it off. Breaks into open space. Tackle made after a big gain.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The game makes it second and medium. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. It's an out route. The catch made. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And he's off target. It's no good. And the lead remains at 7 after the miss. Here's Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The sure hands. It's Hill. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards. And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Ball handed off. And it'll be Smarter right at the line for no gain.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, stopped the ball at the 44. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Ball handed off. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Fires it to the wideout. Lucky for the junior quarterback that didn't get picked off.
Chris, anytime a receiver runs around, he's looking to create separation for the quarterback to give him a nice target. That's always what you're going to see anytime you have a successful route. What we just saw here, complete opposite. They're lucky that ball was just knocked away.
Looking for some space. It's Hill. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
And the punt will bounce out of bounds. Great execution that time. The offense in a tough spot to start the drive. So the drive gets underway, backed up at the 8-yard line. Single back takes the handoff. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And one final play before the end of the quarter. They look to throw it here on second down. The ball is caught. And he hits out of bounds after a real nice gain there. And Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We expect the teams to have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll run it here. That run moves the ball across the 40.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Looks to the left, pass caught. And the Gators pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Good job here, the quarterback. His primary receiver did not look open. Instead of forcing the ball, he finds the running back as a check down and picks up a first down.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is that offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete.
Well, that's a quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. The Gators will line up to boot it away. That's just the first punt for this offense tonight. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Oh, can you believe it? He dropped the ball. Don't see that often from this excellent receiver. He's going to bring up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you've got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Second down, looking to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The receiver grabs it. Make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
The slant may look like an easy play to defend, but it can be really tough, especially against man coverage, without any help to the inside. If you're the offense and you continue to see that man coverage, they might as well just keep attacking just like that.
The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. A gain makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Orders from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
This receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play, already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. Off the RPO, caught to the right. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
Chris, that's another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
They'll run the option. Defense expecting run all the way. They stop him short of the goal line. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down and goal upcoming. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
So nothing on the previous play sets up a third and goal from the one. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. Set up at the right hash mark, so a tricky angle here. Meant kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team brings it down at the 26. And the Florida offense retakes. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on a screen. Across the 40. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen right here by this offense. They let the rushers get upfield, completely oblivious that the blockers are getting out in front and getting downfield, put the ball right on the back, and let him have all that space and an escort in front of him to pick up big yards.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the out route. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
Boy, between this offensive line and this back, it's been a lot of fun to watch this offense tonight. You know, he's now over 100 yards on the game tonight. This is an evening he'll remember for a long time.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looking for the end zone, has a lane, and he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Gators.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime. They cut into this lead. Off the play fake on 1st down. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but, man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard, but it's aggressive chance by this offense and good position to take that throw away.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Oh, they've got him on the blitz. They finally come up with their first sack of the game. Do it by blitzing the DB.
Love to see the secondary get involved. I know it's a bit of a risk. You play some man coverage behind it, but you can see how dangerous it can be when you decide to bring these defensive backs because of their speed and how quickly they can get to the quarterback.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And the returner will be brought down. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Time running out here in the first half. Wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive in this position. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. First down and more. He's still running. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches a 38. First down from there. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And that run produces a decent gain. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field, trying to connect from 40 yards out. And that one's straight down the middle. And they add to their lead. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Looking for a fast start here at the beginning of the third quarter, down by a couple of possessions. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Grab behind the line, it's Hill. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Lets it go quickly. Catch is made down the middle. They stop it with the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Gators offense retakes the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The receiver makes the catch. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. And there's the handoff. Picks up the first, looking for more. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Florida. No chance to catch him there. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They bring him down after a short gain there. It's the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kurt.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to...
It's a fumble. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time. It was a 1st and 10 play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Hill. And he never had a chance. Tackle in the backfield.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. And the Nittany Lions bring their punt team onto the field. And the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll spot this around the 35-yard line. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They'll change the pre-snap look now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught for the completion. And that gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Chris, much like we saw in the 1st half, this quarterback could put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Out of the shotgun, they'll hand it off. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Freshman trying to take a shot, but put too much on the throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. Eventually, it's going to cost you.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Let's see if this offense can convert now. It's 4th down and long from the 49. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. The Gators will have to kick this away. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Incompletion sets up a second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Hill. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield and rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
They'll kick it away here. Choosing to return the punt. The returner is brought down. It's a start with the next drive. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points, build the lead right here. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. First down, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left, big catch downfield. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Boy, really good job up front here by the offensive line, giving the quarterback plenty of time for that route to clear underneath before he made the throw.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Catch made on the right side. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Finding space at the 20. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Gators. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
31, Penn State, 10.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. A good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Quick completion to the tight end. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. Florida as the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. We played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Here's a throw underneath the tight end. He's brought down, but that strong, stiff arm helped him for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick spin on the run. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for his back. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Tries to get it to the running back. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They finally stop him. Big play. Moves the ball to the 22. The Nittany Lions pick up enough yards to move the sticks. On the ground. It's Hill. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Nittany Lions looking to cash in this red zone trip. And now the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Running back has it on a screen now.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they get some positive yards.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Right down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking downfield. It's Powell. Here's a screen pass to the running back.
Good time here to drop this screen in for the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Second down after that completion. Pounding away with the run game. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the 4th quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41, and they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Catch made on the left side. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
The Gators line up on 1st and 10 now. There's the handoff. Not much on that play, brought down short. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. Offense getting set, second down play here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Touchdown, Florida. They connect for 6.
Well, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play and try to get in the end zone, maybe get an onside kick.
Running out of time in the pocket. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
That strong run defense, not much of a gain on the play. The offense facing a tough conversion here, 3rd and long from the 42. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're
looking deep down the left side. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in a game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking deep downfield with the left. Pass caught. Can he get in? They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal. Game is clearly wrapped up. The offense looking to rub it in here in the final minute. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Nowhere to run. They'll corral it for no gain. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Florida. Penn State, 10.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. We'll give it to the running back. Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards. So 2nd and 7 at the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Keeping it on the ground here. Has the 1st down, is still going. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.